Hello everyone! So, we already did a Zendikar sealed. I think it's time to go ahead and do a Zendikar draft. I actually already did one Zendikar draft and ended up not filming it. And a good thing too, because I lost all 3 rounds. It was an absolute slaughter. But, I think I'm getting more familiar with the limited environment. I think my strategy going into this one is going to be focused more on like a centered theme. So either go full on party mechanic, either wizard tribal or warrior tribal, as either a lead to the party mechanic or just like completely on its own, focusing on kickers or focusing on land matters. Like mixing is what causes problems, inconsistency, and overall just the ability to win. But I got a couple of tokens for drafts, and we're gonna go ahead and use one up. Cool. We get special planes. Seeds are full already. And let's see what happens. Okay. So the first thing I'm seeing is Inscription of Insight, and I've got to say, neither in Limited or Constructed do I really like this card, so that's going to be a no for me. I don't see any lands that I can take advantage of outside of this as something that could potentially be a land. That's actually not terrible, especially if I decide I want to mess with black. But I think I'm gonna have to go with if we're gonna deal with black, I think we're gonna go with the Feed the Swarm. Yeah. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the others though. I actually just got stomped by this recently, so this could potentially be an interesting one. Helps with like landfall and stuff like that. That would be more focused on like a party mechanic kind of thing. Maybe the Pyroclastic Hellion is the right direction to go. Yeah, I don't know why we don't need to start with like common level removal. You know, actually that's a good point. We're most likely going to have a lot of commons available later on, so we'll take the uncommon. That could potentially help us out, and I think we'll just stick. We're going to definitely make black our first color of choice. I'm thinking possibly red as the other, maybe blue. We'll see what happens. Maybe green. With that in mind, this has Death Touch if you have another rogue. Let's see, kind of a draw spell with some downside, but it does allow you to pick through them, so that could actually be fairly decent utility-wise. Don't think that's gonna really help us out. Well, I don't know, a 6/6 for 3 mana, I can't see that being bad, plus we can force our opponent to mull. Yeah, I think I'll actually take that. That's actually... I can't believe I initially overlooked it. It might not be a good card, but we'll see. Let's see. Pinches your opponent a little bit. This can remove something, plus put a +1/+1 counter on you. This is something else that cares about how your opponent having 8 or more cards. So we could put that in this, part of our thing. This seems like the good option here, especially if you do end up messing around with party mechanics at all. Yeah, we're gonna go with this as one of our loader of the ground options. Spikefield Hazard. This was actually pretty decent recently in one of the games that I played. That's a pretty interesting one, especially if we do go party mechanic style, but I don't know that we're actually going to do that. I mean, here's another part of the party. We go warrior to go with the cleric. Here's a rogue to go with the cleric. And it allows, or it forces mill. It's at flash speed too. It's play 2... That's pretty cool. That'd be nice for like a +1/+1 counter focus build. I think we're gonna go with the Nimana Sky Dancer. Yep. Let's see. Here's a human warrior. If it was kicked, it gets haste. Otherwise, it's just a 4/3 for 4. I don't know about that. We might take another Relic Golem, just because that's still pretty awesome. Here's the Zombie Bat. It has Flying and Lifelink. If it was kicked, it comes in as a 3/3, but that's a lot. Although, I guess in Limited, 6 mana for a Flying Lifelink 3/3 isn't the worst. I don't know. I'm still thinking give that one a pass. Ultimately, I'm gonna go with the other. I'm gonna go take another Relic Golem. Nisa Zendikar. I don't know about that. Yeah, that does not seem like a good option for us. This still seems good because we got the mill thing going on. We might be messing around with some party mechanic stuff, so we'll take that. And I know it seems like I'm being redundant, but I still think the Malakir Blood Priest is a good option. Let's see, what's this? When it's just battlefield, draw a card. You can sacrifice it to draw a card. I mean, it draws cards. That's not bad. But do I want to take that over the Blood Priest? I think so, actually, yeah. Drawing cards, and we haven't committed to another color yet, so that's pretty sweet. This is either 1 mana or 4 mana. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. If it was kicked, return 2 creatures from your graveyard to your hand. So that's not bad. It's pretty helpful, actually. Let's take a look at what some of the other stuff does. When this thing dies, put a +1/+1 encounter on target creature you control. Otherwise, it's 2/3 for 3. It's usable and limited at the very least. Something's trying to auto-select. I think we'll go with the Adventure Awaits. Just because I think green might be the best secondary option. When this enters the battlefield, 2 lands you control to their owner's hand. You return up to 2 lands. So I suppose you could just choose one. So it's a 6/5 with trample, and if we're going with green, then I guess this is a good one. Here's another Blood Price. We passed this up earlier. I think this time we're going to keep it. This is a Giant Cleric, which is a hilarious concept. But when it enters, it gives you 3 life. Otherwise, it's a 5/4 for 5. It's not the greatest thing, but we'll take it. Broken Wings. I think the Kite Cell's most likely going to take it because we don't need the. Well, this is removal. Oh, this is better though. Yeah. You just fly right over the stuff. This is green, so this default becomes the best option. And this is not green. That's just white. Let's take. Oh no way! We got the Scoot Swarm. As if we need to even look at anything else. I mean, I'm certain there were things in there that were possibly worth looking at, and I suppose when I review the footage later, I might notice there are cards at the very least worth, paying attention to. But that Scoot Swarm, this thing is just destroying an absolute ton of decks in Standard right now. I could not pass that up. Couldn't do it. Alright, each opponent loses 4 life and you gain 4 life. Not really worth 6 mana. Let's see. This is a 4/3. It's a warrior, so that goes with the whole party thing. Although I'm not entirely sure that's something we're going to delve too deeply into. Here's some more spare supplies. It does not seem like it would be a bad option. I mean, it's 2 mana, but you get to draw 2 cards, or 2 mana each time you use it, but you get to draw 2 cards. Choose a creature, you lose 2 life. The creature gains when this creature dies, returns to the battlefield under its own. Okay, yeah, this is not bad, especially at instant speed, so we'll go ahead and put that in there. Might get the Scythe Cat, but I'm gonna wait on that. This one, you can either put +1/+1 on target creature, or it's a land. Yeah, I think we'll take that. Okay, Brute. Kind of looking at this right now. Automatically attaches. Equips your creature gets +1/+1, and then you can re-equip later for 3. So not bad. The only thing that's really going for this card is it fills a spot for all of your party. So I think we'll take the utility knife for now, and we can consider the party mechanic later on. I really hope I'm not confusing myself too much, because that was an issue I had before. Mind Drain. That's a lot of stuff, but it is 3 mana. Blood Beckoning. This allows you to get a couple more cards back to your hand. I gotta say, discards 2 cards, mill. Lose a life, you gain a life. That's just a lot of things going on, so we'll take that. Here's another warrior, and I think this is definitely going to be our pick. Just because I already know this isn't something I'm interested in. Interesting, but no, I don't think we're going to take that one. I don't know, the draw card and the fact that it disables a land is pretty cool. I suppose you could actually find a use for that in like a 5-color deck, where you would just like enchant your own stuff, even though you know it's going to cost you life to play. Let's see here. When it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, all creatures able to block target creature this turn do so. Interesting. That's hilarious. That actually might not be a bad one. Yeah. Okay, Jorga Visionary. This draws a card upon entry. And it's a wizard, which is one of the only things we don't have for our whole party sub-theme. So, and it's also the only green card, and I don't want to take another Mind Drain. I mean, I might want to take another Mind Drain, but for now, let's focus on creatures. So, we're just going to take the black card. Might of Marissa. Take that. Don't need any of this. So, which one would be most relevant? What do we not want our opponent to take? Yeah, probably this, because that is removal, and well, we don't even know if we're going to be playing against these guys, so there's not a whole lot of point in just drafting out the good stuff. That's good. Yeah, we don't have a choice there. And finally, we had another rare in green. That's helpful. It's also really, really good. Oh, dude. This could be a 10-10 for 10 with hexproof and haste. That's dope. Otherwise, it's just a 6-6 with hexproof and haste for 7. I mean, it's at the very top of our curve, but that's still a freaking bomb card. What's this? Put 2. This seems like a good pick. I'm kind of value drafting it just a little bit, just a tad bit. Ooh, here we go. Plant skeleton. I don't think that's going to be helpful. Subtle Strike, still not helpful. Mind Drain, don't need another one. Druid Visionary is still kind of garbage. And this is vanilla. Yeah, I'm going to take the Inscription of Abundance. Alright, so this Rogue / land is either a land or a rogue. It has Menace. I guess plus... oh, okay. Yeah, that works well with our other thing that we have going on with the milling. Okay, another wizard. This ability doesn't do anything for me though. I don't really like it. Here's an elf rogue and it has death touch. That's pretty helpful. This is a good removal option, so we'll take that into consideration later. We'll get the Blight Blade. Do I really want to get a third Relic Golem? Maybe. He's not that expensive, and he's effective, particularly in the mid to late game, so... It's either that or we get another 1/1 for 1 with Death Touch. Here's a Vampire Cleric. It says whenever you gain a life, an opponent loses a life. If we had more life game stuff going on, I would say that, but we're gonna take the Relic Golem. And that's it. No more Relic Golems after that. That's it. We're done. Nope. No more. Alright, I really wish I'd focused more on getting some stuff that helps ramp. Like this. Strength of Solidarity seems good here. Wait, what's this do? Yeah, this automatically goes into a creature. This goes kind of with our mill theme. And yeah, we'll take that. It's a lot of equipment going down. I don't know if I really want to use that. Yeah, we would definitely do a Roiling Regrowth. Because you could potentially get 3 landfall triggers in one turn, and if you have Scute Swarm, that would really help out. Adventure Awaits seems good. Malakir Rebirth, maybe. I think we already have one, and it doesn't seem like a super great card. Oh shoot, I just missed my opportunity. Mind Drain seems like the option. That's a good choice here. Well, this kind of goes with Landfall, so we'll do that. Yeah, I think I made the mistake I warned against making, or I mentioned at the very least earlier, which is trying to do too many things at once. But, you know what, we'll see how this goes. Okay. So, as usual, we just start with the things that are not in our color. That would be those. We're at 56. We need to remove 16 things. We've got 15 things. Okay, let's contemplate what these do, whether or not we want them. This can potentially be a land. If nothing else, this is the ability to reanimate something. It can be done at instant speed. But how much do we have that's actually worth reanimating? I really wouldn't reanimate a Blight Blade. Dauntless Survivor, this is an EBF effect, so that might not be terrible. Although, honestly, I gotta say, even though we're not having the +1/+1 themes, it's not that good. We'll take that one out specifically. I had this in another deck, and it wasn't played as often as I would like it to be. Still, I don't know. Kicked, it's just more or less just using up all of your mana. On its own, though, the spell's pretty decent because it does pump temporarily 3/3, which is pretty cool. I don't feel a Nectar Pot is super necessary. Alright, so back to this. I don't know. I'm thinking we've got plenty of 1-drops. I don't see myself using this enough, so we'll put that in. We're keeping this. I think we're only going to keep 1 utility knife, though. Just because it's not that great. But this could potentially be an absolute all-star. Let's see. Malakir Blood Priest. We ended up only using 1, and I think this is about the only thing that actually cares about party mechanics. So if we need to, we could potentially remove that. Because outside of that, outside of the ability, it just ends up being a 2/1 vanilla. It's not super important. Adventure Awaits is good, so that'll probably stay in here, especially since I'm not entirely sure how much how many creatures we're going to end up having. Let's see. This potentially pumps if your opponent has more stuff in their graveyard, which could be a thing because of that golem that we drafted a lot of. Mind Drain, this goes with the mill theme. This also goes with the mill theme outside of just kind of being a vanilla. Well, it's got flash, so we can play it at instant speed, and if we're working with more instant speed stuff, that's helpful. I know this was like one of our first picks, but I'm not loving it. Roiling Regrowth, we got to keep that in there for lands. Scaling the Heights. This is card draw and the ability to ramp. For 3 mana, it just does a lot of stuff, and I think it's worth keeping, honestly. Yeah. This doesn't do a whole lot for me. We'll take this out for now. Okay, Highborn Vampire, again, not super necessary, and doesn't do a whole lot. This works with the landfall thing. This is just a 3/2. Honestly, the Highborn Vampire is better than that. Even though this does allow you to draw a card, so that can go. This is a 5/4 for 5. Yeah, here's our top end right here. And these aren't even our best creatures necessarily, so these three can definitely stay there. Let's go back to the bottom and go through it again. We got 6 more cards to remove. What do we not care about? We need this for... yeah, we'll pull the Blood Priest. It's not necessary. So, what 5 cards least help with the combination? So, the Blight Blade's not bad because it's just easy option for destroying creatures. This isn't bad because it makes things more powerful. This helps creatures that are already down on the battlefield become evasive. Need that. Let's take a look at this a little bit more closely. So for 2 you can pick one, for 3 you can pick all of them. Put 2+1/+1 counters in a creature, target player gains X life for the X, the greatest bunch creatures. Wow, I muddled that up. But basically you can gain life based off of the greatest power amongst the creature your target player controls. And then you have the ability to fight something. So it's removable, it's the ability to pump, it's the ability to gain some life. And it's not a bad option, really. You know, it's kind of like it's a command card, but at the same time, it doesn't do a whole lot for the deck. This one, I like the pump, but I like to keep my pump permanent, so we'll take that out, because I've got +1/+1 counter stuff that'll help better. This is still a good option. This is still really good. It's not really good, but it's something. We don't have a whole lot of creatures, do we? What's the status say right now? Whoops, not what I needed. But hey, why don't we put a card sleeve on it? Let's take the Ugin one. Yeah. But I want to take a look at the deck, actually. So right now we're at 13 creatures and 5 sorceries and artifacts. Okay, so we kind of want to keep all of our creatures, even this Skydancer. Okay. Like I said before, this is kind of a draw spell, but it's really high, so we'll take that out. I think we'll go down 1 land too, because I do that a lot and it rarely backfires. Utility Knife seems like the best option to remove, just because it doesn't do a lot. I mean, it's a boost, it's just not a huge one. We'll take that one out, yeah. Alright, here we go. Let's go ahead and see how much of a mess this is gonna be. Let's get started. Oh, this should be hopefully interesting. I'm hoping this ends up actually working out. Got the mill sub thing going on. Okay, so for this hand, we have balance in the lands. We've got mana drain, mind drain, sorry, Skydancer, adventure. We can play everything that's in our hand eventually. We'll deal with this. This is fine. I think this is going to be our turn 2 play, especially since, yeah, this is our, at the moment, this is the turn 2 play, this is the turn 3 play. Kind of get the mill thing going, just in case that actually helps. We get that golem. Wiltshire probably will, there's 3 of them in the deck. Alright, play Forest, play Adventure Awaits. Maybe we'll get the golem now. Nope. I think we're gonna go with the 6/5 Trampler. That seems like that would be pretty good for the mid to late game. Lotus Cobra, aren't you lucky? Okay, I want to play this because of the landfall, or because of the land, but I don't have any landfall at the moment, so it's not super necessary. I think we're gonna mana drain. This would be way more detrimental for the mid game, but at the moment, I kind of just want to set them back if at all possible. So take a look. They have blue, white, and green, it looks like. It's interesting. But I suppose when you have a Lotus Cobra, it makes it a lot easier. I'm thinking theirs is a party mechanic deck, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and put a forest down. And then... that's pretty useless, so... yeah, we'll go ahead and put this in. The goal is I want to play Scale of the Heights next turn, especially if I end up drawing into a land. I'm trying to go for, I guess you could say I'm going for max value. We'll go ahead and take on 20 damage, it's not a huge deal. Oh no, they made me mill a card. It was a forest, which would have been really nice. Because then that would have worked with the whole Combo Heights plan. Sorry. Combo Heights, Scale the Heights plan. Hey, check it out, we got a swamp anyway. Play the swamp. Play Scale. Target. Fantastic. Play an additional land this turn. Play another Sky Dancer. Okay, so anything that cares about our opponent having stuff in the graveyard, we're almost there. This would be an absolutely great time to draw one of those golems. It's an absolutely fantastic time. No time could be better. Let's see. Right now, if we kick this, we can make one of our Nimana Sky Dancers just insanely buff. Gain some life off of it, and destroy a creature. Hey, there's Relic Golem. I'm thinking either Kazandu or... yeah, we'll do Kazandu. We're gonna submit 0. I don't really want to return lands to the hand. Let's see. That would cause a trade, so we're not gonna attack. Especially since I can Inscription next turn, make the mana bigger and better, and then, well, the already big one bigger and better, and then we can just go from there. Oh, you jerk! Why would you do that? Okay. Forest. Let's see. We got 7. Yeah, that's not 8 though. So we are gonna go ahead and kick this because we can. We're gonna do put 2+1/+1 counters, then this, and then this. So put the 2+1/+1/+1 counters on the Nimana. And then I think this is how this is gonna go. Fantastic. We will attack with this one more time. We should have attacked with both because then we could have put the Merfolk Windrobber in the grave. Oh, never mind. The reason why I was gonna say that was, or the reason why I was talking about that possibly being important is because we still need 8 in order for this to be able to attack. And that's already there. There's already 8 in the grave. So hooray for the weird MILF sub-theme that we somehow managed to get to work. Nice. Alright, Relic Golem. Down. Boom. Mine Carver. Down. Put it on the other Sky Dancer. Making it pretty buff. Next, I'll attack. Let's see what happens. Yep, they're saving their skin. I'm losing some life. And we're ending our turn. I think we pretty much have it at this point. We need to put down 2 blockers not to just die next turn. Alright. Oh, look at you. You just putting out all the stops. Where was this a while ago, right? You know, before you were just gonna straight up die. Okay, there's no need to play that land, so we're just gonna attack. No kick. What does this do? Okay. Full party. Well, it doesn't have a full party because they only have a cleric and a wizard. So, I think ultimately this just means that we'll swing. If they want to live, they have to block everything, so they're gonna, yeah. Or at the very least, block most of it. I don't see this as being much more than just a stall. Okay. Kinda got ballsy there. But I'm at 25 life, they're at 1, so I don't know exactly what all they can do. They might have to, they would probably need to board wipe to survive, and I suppose that's possible. Yeah, that would be what I was talking. Ah! Skewed Swarm. Now it gets hilarious, unless of course they board wipe again. Oh, I really hope I draw a land next. Nope. I will be drawing nothing next because they quit. Because, yeah, Skewed Swarm was a finisher right there. Alright, that wasn't terrible. But, cool, okay. Got another pack. Anyway, we'll continue this later. I appreciate everyone for watching, and have a great rest of the day.